Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss another new question of our array and string series. That is my find minimum number of arrows needed to bust the balloon. So in this question, we'll be given some balloon placed around x-axis. So we have to find the minimum number of arrows that we will need to bust the balloon. Okay. Then there are some constraints in this question. First constraint says coordinates for each balloon will be given to us. Okay. All right. Now coordinates of I is equal to starting point of the balloon and ending point of the balloon. So coordinates is a 2D array that contains some balloons and a that contains a 1D array and the 1D array contains starting point and the ending point. Okay, for that particular balloon. Okay, starting point means starting point on the x-axis and ending point on the x-axis. All right, and some balloons may overlap each other. It means there can be chances that some balloons are overlapping each other, and we have to. And an arrow will burst a balloon only if it passes through or it touches the balloon. It means the arrow. Let's see here. If there is some arrow, if it passes through the balloon or it touches the balloon, only if it touches the balloon, then the balloon is considered to be burst. Here, this arrow is just touching these balloons, so these balloons will be considered to be burst. Okay, it means these balloons will be burst. All right. Now let's discuss. Okay, so here these are my coordinates. These are my coordinates here. 1, 3. There is a balloon from starting point 1 and ending point whose ending point is 3. Then there is another balloon from 2 to 5. Then another balloon from 5 to 7. Then another balloon from 6 to 9. Then another balloon from 7 to 10. Then another balloon from 12 to 14. Now, if you look at this thing very thoroughly, carefully, so can I pass an arrow from here that it bursts both of these two balloons, right? I can do that because it is going to burst this balloon also, and this balloon also, right? And again here, if I pass an arrow from here, it is going to burst these two balloons. That is because only if it passes through, because the common point on this balloon is 2. This balloon is 2, 5 and this balloon is 5, 7. There is a common point that is 5. So even if this arrow, if I pass it from 5, so it is going to burst this balloon also, this balloon also, right? That was the problem, was saying that even if the arrow touches the balloon is considered to be burst. Okay, now okay, so I'm going to pass an arrow from here to burst these two balloons. All right, then now is there any overlapping part between these three balloons? There is an overlapping part between this balloon and this balloon, that is this part, right? This much of part, right? And the overlapping part between these two balloons, is there any overlapping part? So there is a common point that these two balloons are sharing, that is it is 5, 7, this is 7, 10. So if I pass an arrow that passes from three of this balloon, so I can pass more balloon with single arrow. So I am going to pass an arrow from this point. Okay. Okay. So I am going to erase this arrow and shift it here. So it means I won't be passing an arrow here. I will be passing an arrow wait, let me just erase this arrow. Okay, so I am going to take a balloon, take an arrow that is going to burst my all of these three balloons. Okay, so I will be needing only single balloon to burst all of these three arrows, right? And also we want the minimum number of arrows. Now at this point, are there any overlapping balloons? No, there are no overlapping balloons. So it means I'm going to need a single arrow here to burst this single balloon, right? So here answer will be what? Yeah, answer will be 3 because the minimum number of arrows that I will be needing to burst all of my balloon are 3. All right. Okay. So now let's discuss the example. Here I have taken an example here. Okay. So this is my example from my question. Okay. This is my third example. So coordinates are 10, 13, 3, 5, 5, 7, 1, 5, 2, 6, 12, 14. Now I'm going to arrange these balloons here. This is one. First of all, I am going to sort this coordinates array according to my ending point of my balloons. So let's see. So my array somewhat look like this. I will tell you why am I sorting this. Okay. First of all, I say I sort this array according to my ending points of my balloon. Okay. So first balloon is from 1 to 5. First balloon is from 1 to 5. Second balloon is from 3 to 5. That is from 3 to 5. That is here. These both of these two balloons are overlapping because they are sharing a common part, that is from 3 to 5. Now again a balloon from 2 to 6. So this balloon is here. This balloon is from 2 to 6. Now all of these three balloons are sharing this common part, that is from 3 to 5. Right? So it means I can pass a single arrow here. Now again I come here. Again there is a balloon that passes from 5 to 7. So there is again a common point. That is my 5. 5 to 7. Right? Again then from 10 to 13. 10 to 13. A balloon. And again from 12 to 14. So from 12 to 14. Again there is a balloon. So they are sharing a common part. So I can pass an arrow from here and burst these two balloons. Right? Okay. So here from here as you can see, I am going to pass an arrow here. So it is going to only a single arrow can burst of both of these two balloons, right? From here I am going to pass an arrow from here, that is at index 5. So all of my 4 balloons are going to be burst, right? Because here this arrow is touching 5 and this balloon is also touching this arrow. Here also this balloon is also touching arrow because the ending point of this balloon is 5. Of my first balloon is ending point of my first balloon is 5. Then the starting point of my another balloon is 5, right? And again there is an ending point of my second balloon, that is also 5, right? For this balloon. So it means this arrow is going to touch these 3 balloons. And then there is again a balloon that is from 2 to 6, that is passes through, that is it means that this arrow is going to pass through this balloon. So only with single arrow I can burst 4 balloons on, and here also only with this single arrow I can burst 2 balloons. So minimum number of balloons here is what? It's 2. All right. So that's why I'm sorting here according to my column. Sorry, according to my ending point. Because if I get this sorted array, if I get this coordinate sorted according to my ending point, it would be easy for me to calculate the number of arrows that I will be needing here. Okay. So let's see how. Initially my arrow is 1 because for any balloon I am going to use a single arrow, right? Even if it's this balloon, this balloon, this balloon, this balloon, or this balloon, or this balloon, right? So initially my arrow is 0, arrow is 1, and initially my first ending point is let's say this 5, because first ending point of my first balloon is let's say 5. Okay. Now I'm going to check if the starting point of my second balloon is less than 5 or equal to 5. If the starting point of my second balloon is less than 5, it means there is some overlapping between these two balloons. Less than 5 or equal to 5, then it means there can be one arrow that is going to touch both of these two balloons, right? So it means if my starting point is equal to or less than my ending point, then it means I'm not going to increase my arrow. It means I can share the same arrow. Let's say this arrow 1 was for this first balloon. Then I saw that there is my second balloon also that share the common part. All right. So it is going to share the arrow. It means the same arrow can pass both of these two balloon. Now I come here to my third again to my third balloon. So here for my third balloon, again they are sharing a common part, that is again 3 to 5. My first again here my first and my third balloon are sharing a common part, that is from 3 to 5. So it means the arrow that I took for first balloon can bust my second and third balloon also, right? Now I come to my fourth balloon. So my fourth balloon has its starting point equal to my ending point. It means both are sharing a common point. So I can pass an arrow that is going to bust all of my four balloons. So it means with this single arrow I can bust all of these four. Till this point I can bust all of these four balloons. Now I come here and check, is my starting point equal to my less than or equal to my previous ending point, to the previous ending point of the previous balloon? No, it's not. So here I am going to need another arrow. So I am going to do what? Arrow plus plus. When starting point of my current balloon is greater than the ending point of my previous balloon, then I'm going to need another arrow. So it becomes 2 here. So for this balloon now, that is from 10 to 13, I am going to need another arrow, right? And my ending point becomes what? Ending point now my is 13, equal to 13, because this point is now just over, right? This part is just over now. Now I'm going to have another ending point, right? So again I'm going to check for this value. Is this overlapping with my previous balloon? Yes, it is, because they are sharing a common part, that is this, right? This part, they are sharing this common part. So it means I'm not going to increase the arrow here, right? It means I will share the common arrow. All right. So I will be needing 2 arrows. All right. So okay. So let's write some code. First of all, we have to sort the our coordinate array according to my ending point of my ending point of my balloons, right? So first of all, I will be writing the code here. Arrays dot sort coordinates comma a comma b integer dot compare to according to my here it will be a of 1, because we are sorting according to my ending index. So a of 1 represent the ending indexes, right? And b of 1 also. Okay, I will be having int arrow is equal to 1 initially, that is for my first balloon. Now I am going to run a loop for int I is equals to 1. I is equal to 1 represent my second balloon, right? Till n is what? Coordinates dot length I plus plus. All right. Now I'm going to check if, and I'm going to also find out my end also. So my end here will be equal to what? Coordinates of 0 of 1. That is, it means the ending point of my 0th balloon. That is my first balloon. If coordinates of I, it means for this particular balloon, if the starting point is lesser than or equal to my ending point, that is my end, then do nothing, right? Else increase my arrow plus plus and initialize my end to coordinates of I comma 1. It means the ending point of my current balloon is my new end point. Okay, and then return end, return arrow. Okay, now let's try to run this. A of 1 comma b of 1. Let's Okay, let's see what's wrong with this. Here it will be, I guess, compared only, not compared to. Now let's try to run this. Okay, successful. And now let's try to submit this. Submitted. Okay. So I hope guys, I was able to make it clear to you, and I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, please like, share and comment. And thanks for watching.